Hello guys, today I will teach you chapter 1 standard 7 maths integer. Chapter 1 of maths integer. In this chapter there are four main topics which will definitely help you in the all the sum of the chapter 1. First one is addition or subtraction with the help of the number line. Means how we will add or subtract the number. It will be helpful to us understand by the number line. Second one is rules for the addition or subtraction. There are some rules. If number line is not given, if we are trying to solve ourselves without number line, then which rule will be applied? So rules for the addition and subtraction will be helpful to you add or subtract the number. Rules for the multiplication. Same thing for the multiplication, which sign will be came when you do the sum. It will be helpful to you. Now all the properties. There are some different type of the long sum given here, so you have to understand all the properties. Rearrangement of the sum, that kind of properties given here, so I will explain you, then you will better understand. Thank you. Now before start first topic, I would like to inform about this chapter. Integer means any number which may be positive or negative. Any number which may be positive or negative is called integer. It also includes 0. That means any number positive or negative is called integer, but it cannot be fractional or rational number. So here the definition of the integer is any number which can be positive or negative, included 0. Is called integer. Is that clear to everyone? This is the definition of integer. Now I am starting first topic of the integer, addition and subtraction with the help of the number line. See here, this is the center point 0 and this is the right side of the 0 and this one is the left side. This one is the left side of the 0. So whenever we are moving left side to right side, whenever we are moving left to right, means whenever we are moving right side, then we have to add the number, means we have to plus or add the number. Whenever we are moving left side, then we have to subtract the number. Is that clear to everyone? Let's see with the help of the example. Addition and subtraction. So here I am taking first example. -3 plus 2. What will be the answer? -3 plus 2. So here -3, start from the -3, plus 2. Plus 2 means, plus means you have to move right side. 1 and 2, we have to move two numbers only. So what will be your answer? -1. This is help with the help of the number line. Your answer will be -1. Is that clear to everyone? Now second one. Suppose both are negative number, -2, -8. What will be the answer? So here you have to start from -2 and move towards -8. So let's see with the help of the number line. Start with the -2. This is -2. How many steps you have to move? 8 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is your answer? Your answer will be 10. But it's -10. So here our answer will be -10. -2 -8 is equal to -10. Is that clear? This is the addition or subtraction. This one is addition and this one is subtraction with the help of the number line. Now I am taking some example and I will explain you rules of the addition and subtraction without number line. Means you have to do from yourself with some rules. Rules for the addition and subtraction. First one is, suppose we have both negative sign, then what you will do? So we have to here take care of two things. First one is of the sign and second one is what we have to do, means add or subtract the number. So here if we have both the negative integer, then we have to put here negative sign. For example, -2, -3, both are negative, then put first sign, then add both the number, means -5. Let's see next example. Rule number 2, first one is minus, then second one is plus. Then what is the sign? Here in rule number 2 and rule number 3, same thing will be applied. Rule number 3 is, first one is plus, second one is minus. Then in the both rule you have to put the sign of big amount. Is that clear? So with the help of the example we can better understand. Here first of all -8 plus 2, sign of big amount. So see here 8 is a big, which sign? Minus. You have to put here minus. And what can you do in such kind of situation? In this situation you have to subtract smaller amount from bigger amount. So here I will subtract 2 from 8. 8 minus 2, what will be the answer? 6. And sign of the big amount minus. Is that clear? If plus is given first, then if here 8 is given and minus 9 is given, so which is biggest? 9 is bigger, so we have to put negative sign and subtract 8 from the 9, so answer will be -1. Is that clear? I am writing here in both the rule what you have to take care. First of all you have to put the sign of the big amount and subtract smaller amount from bigger amount. Is that clear to everyone? This is the rule number 3. And rule number 4 is when both number are positive. It is very simple. You have to add and put the sign of the positive. Suppose example you have 2 plus 2. Simply you write 4. So here you can take such kind of example and understand better. For the rule number 2 and rule number 3, it is very difficult to understand, and if you take care of this sign and understand these two rules, sub rule of the positive or negative sign, if any one of both negative, then you have to apply this rule. Remember, it is not applied in the multiplication. In multiplication you have to see which kind of the situation. I will explain in multiplication rule. But in the addition or subtraction, multiplication rule also apply. How? Let's see. If your number is given in bracket or two sign mixed in it, suppose -2 plus -3, what will be the answer? So here you have to remove first of all bracket, and whenever two sign mixed like this situation, here plus and minus, so -2 you have to put -2 as it is, and here plus and minus as per the multiplication rule minus, so your answer will be -3. Now you can add as per the our minus and minus rule for addition or subtraction, -5. Is that clear to everyone? I will explain you this in multiplication rule also, but here your addition and subtraction rules are completed. Now you can do some sum from yourself from your textbook. Now I am moving on the second topic, multiplication rule. Now there are four basic multiplication rules for the integer. First, if we have two integers of negative sign, what will be the answer? So here we have to multiply both the integers. It is easy than addition or subtraction. Suppose example, -5 multiply -2. So here we simple say 5 to the 10 or positive sign. Here we have to take care about on the sign. Now second one is minus multiply plus. That means which sign we have to put? We have to put here negative. Suppose -7 multiply 8. So here in this example, 7 8 the 56, but it will be negative because one of them is negative. Same rule for the third. First is positive, then second one is negative, then answer will be in the negative. For example, 7 multiply -2. Here 7 to the 14, but -14. Fourth one is very simple. Both are positive, then positive. For example, 1 multiply 2 is equal to 2. It is very simple, so I have take simple example. One more thing for the multiplication, whenever we are applying for addition or subtraction, there also multiplication rule helpful to you. I will explain how it will be helpful. See, in addition or subtraction, suppose you have to add or subtract. I am taking one example, -7 plus minus 8. Now what will be the answer? So here you have to first remove brackets. If I remove this bracket, then I will get answer minus 7. Now here what will be the answer? So here you have to understand, here plus and minus is multiplication. So see, plus and minus, rule number 3, plus and minus. So what will be the sign? Here sign is very important. So your sign will be minus 8. Now you can apply here the rule of the addition or subtraction. So both are negative, then we have to add both number and give the sign of negative as per the addition rule. 15. This is the answer. Now multiplication rule also helpful to you in addition or subtraction. Make sure it is very important for you. Now I am moving in the properties of the integers. There are different kinds of properties for the integers. Our topic is properties of integers. There are different kinds of properties for the integers. First is commutative properties. What is commutative properties? Let's see. Commutative means we communicate both the number or both the digit. Let's see whether it will be in positive. Sorry, it will be in addition or it will be in multiplication. For example, here we can understand it by a plus b. Simple. A plus b. Then you can also write it b plus a. It is called commutative property of addition. Now take by the digit or integers. 2 plus 3. You can also write this 3 plus 2 because answer will be same of the both the number. Now commutative property of the multiplication. You can see also here addition, multiplication. Now I am taking example of multiplication. A multiply b is equal to b multiply a. Answer will be same. Suppose 5 multiply 3 or 3 multiply 5. Answer will be same. Is that clear to everyone? This is called commutative property of multiplication or commutative property of addition. Now I am moving on the associative property. Associative property. It is also addition and multiplication both. First I am taking addition, then after multiplication. The first example of addition is a plus b plus c. Here 3 integers may be given to you, then you can take in the bracket. Now if bracket is given behind, then you can take also it from starting point. A plus b plus c. We can also take here digit. Suppose instead of a I am taking 2 plus 3 plus 4. Now we can take it 2 plus 3, then after 4. This is called associative property. Is that clear to everyone? What is the importance of this? If we add both the number 3 plus 2, what will be the answer? 7. 7 plus 2, what will be the answer? 7 plus 2, 9. If we are changing the bracket, even the answer will be same. 2 plus 3 means 5. 5 plus 4, definitely 9. So associative property of integer of addition. Now associative property of multiplication. Example. Sorry. B multiply C. Same. A multiply B multiply C. Suppose example 2 multiply 3 multiply 4, 2 multiply 3 multiply 4. Let's check. Here 3 4s are 12, 12 2s are 24. Here 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24. So answer will be 7. So here we can say associative property of multiplication. Is that clear to everyone? Now I am moving on the third property, distributive property. Distributive property. Distributive property means distribute the number or integer. Let's see how it will be distributed. Suppose example A multiply B plus C. This is the example of distributive property. Now, what will be the answer? We can multiply A with whole bracket. So A multiply B means AB, then plus AC. This is your answer. If AB plus AC given, then you can write A within bracket B plus C, because A is common here. Is that clear to everyone? Distributive property means distribute the number. Here this will be distributed by A multiply B plus C. Now I will take some number or integer for better understanding of this example. B multiply 4 plus 5. So here we have to give answer 3 multiply 4 plus 3 multiply 5. 3 4 are 12 plus 3 5 are 15. What will be the answer? 27. Now I am taking as per first line. 3 multiply 4 plus 5. See, 4 plus 5. What will be the answer? 9. 3 9s are 27. You can see both the answer 27 and 27. So it is called distributive property. Is that clear to everyone? Distributive property, commutative property, or associative property. This will be helpful in whole chapter to you. You have to give answer like if this one is given, then you can do this. If this one is given, then you can do this. This type of question you have to manage as per your question, what you need in your question. Then you can do all this property very easy. Is that clear to everyone? Now I am moving on the next. We have completed all the topics of the integers, addition and subtraction with the help of the number line, rules for the addition or subtraction, rules for the multiplication, all